A good Erev Shabbos, Rabbi Sai. This Divar Torah should be in memory of Dov ben Eliezer Zaev. The Neshama should have an Aliyah. We read at this week's Parsha how Miriam spoke Lashon Hara to Aaron about their brother Moshe. A few lines later, the Torah writes, Va'ish Moshe onov ma'oid mikol odom ashel pnei adoma. And Moses was the most humble person that lived on earth. I believe we have a very important lesson to learn. If the Torah writes, Va'ish Moshe onov ma'oid, right after the Lashon Hara Miriam spoke, it was to emphasize that even though Moshe was humble and wouldn't have been hurt and offended by the Lashon Hara of Miriam, even so, Hashem picked her out and punished her for it. So many times we allow ourselves to be negative to our fellow man on the pretext, he won't really care. It's only a joke. He knows I don't really mean it. We see from over here that's inconsequential. Hashem wants you to be frum to your fellow man in the same way that he wants you to be frum in his mitzvahs to him. Don't think that only benching and Shabbos and Kashrus is a part of the Torah. Being good to your fellow man is the exact same Torah. We are taught in a medrash that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to give the Torah, he went around to all the nations of the world. They all asked, what's in it? To one he said, you shouldn't kill. They said, sorry, too bad. That's not going to work. Another nation, he told, you shouldn't steal. They said, oops, too bad. We can't hold up by that. Another nation, you should lead a moral family life. Problem, we can't do that. Klal Yisrael said, Na'aseh v'nishma. Says the Goyin, we have to realize that if all you want is a moral life, then when it's you versus your friend, it doesn't always stand the test. But if we view this as part of the Torah, the same Torah that tells us about Shamas and Kashrus, tells us not to speak Lashon Hara, not to steal, not to damage, not to harm, not to offend, we will treat our fellow man differently. Let's learn this lesson and include it in our lives. Have a very good Shabbos, Rabbi Wainstein.